Hi, Anne. Good morning. There we go. Hi, everyone. Good morning.
Hola. Let's see. Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Gary. All right. Good morning.
Hey, Sandra.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine. And Nancy, how are you?
Good, looking good.
Thank you.
Hey,
Hi.
Nan.
Hello.
Hola.
Hey, Ann.
Hello. Oh, I have to unmute myself or something, I think.
Hi,
You
Denise.
did it. I am.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
This is Ann. Hello, everybody.
Hello. I'm Sandra Mill.
Hi, Sandra. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Happy Monday, everyone.
What is Denise doing?
I'm trying to hear better.
Hey, Crenshaw Yoga t-shirts this morning.
Hey, Gary has on his too.
Uh-huh.
Did you guys plan this?
No.
Well, you know what they say about great minds?
Yes.
That's right.
Yoga minds.
I'm going to give everyone another. And while we wait, I'll just explain in a second. So I told you guys about my program last week that I'm participating in. And so, like I said, I'm basing all of our lesson plans that we do in these classes then off of the themes around that program. So you're sort of doing it with me. And this week's theme is vitality. So today and on Wednesday, we'll be doing classes that are focused on getting us moving, getting our joints moving, getting our blood flowing, and creating that feeling of like vitality in our body. So just filling you in so you kind of get why we do certain things and feel connected to it. Yeah, if you're ready, we're actually going to start standing up today. So a little different. We'll start standing on our mat.
Wait a second. Why is she gone? Where did she go to?
And once you find, oh, and I'm gonna mute everyone, which I forgot to do almost, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
You better. I got a chainsaw next door.
All right, so as always, you can unmute yourself if you have a question or you need to tell me something that I should adjust. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and get started on our mat standing up. And just come into your mountain pose. Set up your feet, hips width distance. Arms are stretched long at your sides. Engage all the muscles in your legs, so much so that you feel your thighs lift up off of your kneecaps. So really strong legs, neutral pelvis, not tilting it forward or back. Shoulders pulled back towards your spine, chest is open. And close your eyes here and breathe. Keeping your palms nice and energized. Chin is slightly tucked for a nice long spine. Just breathing here, allowing yourself to arrive for your practice on your mat. Not moving or nothing to do in particular. Just breathing here. And as we move through our practice today, we'll be focusing on creating energy, vitality in our bodies. And there are a lot of different ways to create energy and vitality in our bodies. And a lot of times it can feel like we have to really push and force and muscle through things to create energy, to believe we can do them. And throughout this practice, I invite you to consider the idea that more ease can create more energy, more vitality in your body, in your practice, in your life. And then when you're ready, sweep your arms up and overhead. So first, just find extended mountain. Reach your fingertips up. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Reach your fingertips up a little higher. Shoulders are pulled in towards your spine. Chest is nice and open. Reach up one more inch. And then exhale and fold forward over your legs. Fold forward over your legs. Put a generous bend in your knees. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe sway from side to side. And breathe here, just gently waking up the hamstrings a little. Allowing the crown of the head to drop towards the mat, taking the work out of your neck. Breathing here. And then pause your sway in center. And on your next inhale, come up halfway to a flat back. Long spine, fingertips press into your shins. Shoulder blades pull in, chest is nice and open. Inhale here. And then exhale, fold it forward. Again, bend the knees. Let your head hang heavy. It doesn't matter what direction you're facing right now on your mat. We'll be standing for a while. Just breathe here. And then if you're swaying, pause and center. And on your next inhale, slowly make your way up to standing. Extending your arms up overhead, coming into extended mountain pose again. Feel the space you've already created in your body. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Relax your jaw. Palms are energized and pressing in towards each other. Arms are strong. Inhale. Exhale, fold it forward. We're gonna roll through a few half sun salutations here. Just waking up the body, warming up the breath. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, long spine. And then exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up and overhead. Extended mountain, rise up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Draw the head forward, tailbone back. Exhale, fold it forward. If you have a bend in your knees, maybe see if you can begin to straighten them slowly. And then on your next inhale, roll all the way up to standing. We're going to do a few more of these, starting to pick up the pace, building some heat, building some fire. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, release. Inhale, reach up, rise all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold with your breath. Halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Forward fold, let it go. Reach up, rise all the way up, extended mountain, deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. This time, pause in your forward fold. Pause here and take your sway again. Maybe you grab opposite elbows. Breathing here, coming back to the breath. There's no vitality without breath. Pause in your swan center. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale, release, fold it forward. And then inhale, rise all the way up to standing, extended mountain, reach up and pause. Exhale here and relax your shoulders. And then inhale and reach up one more inch. And on your next exhale, take a back bend. It can be a baby back bend. It can be a tiny little back bend. More important than a deep back bend is that your chest is open, your arms are strong, gaze lifts. You're reaching through your fingertips. One more inhale here. And then exhale, fold it forward slowly over your legs. And then come to the top of your mat if you're not already there. Your forward fold, top of your mat. Breathing here for a few breaths. Maybe you keep that bend in the knees throughout class if it gives you access to a deeper stretch, more opening. Breathing here for 2 more breaths. And then plant your palms on the mat and step your left foot back. And then drop your left knee down. So you're coming into this low lunge. Maybe you need to assist your right foot and bring it a little further so that it's under or in front of your knee. So check in with that first. And then when you're ready, once you have your stable base, and you have the option to keep your back toes tucked if you want more of a stretch in your left calf. Wherever you're going, find your stable leg base and then sweep your arms up and overhead. Coming into a low crescent lunge. Low crescent lunge. And then find it here first. Sink your hips down towards the mat. Ground into your front heel. Press into the top of your back foot. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. One more breath here. And then on your next exhale, hands to heart center. Arms down by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Taking some of these here in our low crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands by your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms up, challenging your balance here. Hands to heart center. Hands by your sides. One more time, grounding down through that front heel. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands by your side. Inhale, arms up. And this time when you exhale, take a back bend. Maybe it's a tiny back bend here. Maybe your gaze just travels up. Find your back bend in this low crescent lunge. And then whatever your back bend looks like, put energy into it. Send energy out through your palms, your fingertips, arms are nice and strong. One more, inhale here. And then exhale out of your back bend. Hands frame your front foot. Keep your left palm planted. Spiral your right arm up to the ceiling. Modified low lunge twist. Pressing down through your left palm. This is a pretty deep hip opener for early in class, so be gentle with your body. Breathing here, sending energy out through those top fingertips. Maybe your gaze meets them. One more, inhale. And then on your exhale, place your right hand down outside of your right foot. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, and then step back to downward facing dog. Down dog. And if you didn't get there with my directions, that's okay. Just get there. And then once you do, pedal out the legs, maybe bend one knee and then the other. Our first down dog of class. Feeling how it maybe feels different, having started in a different way. Maybe your hamstrings feel more open. Maybe they don't, and that's okay. Just breathing here. And then everyone pause where you are. And then everyone come up high onto your toes. Send your heels above your toes. Press your tailbone up towards the ceiling, up, up, up. And then sink your heels back down to the mat. And let's take a few rounds of that. Inhale high up onto your toes. Press your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Exhale, sink the heels. One more time. Inhale high up onto your toes. Come a little higher just because you can. Your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And then sink your heels down to the mat. Breathe here. Reconnecting with your breath. One more full cycle of breath. And then inhale, look forward. And on your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Maybe you take tiny steps. Maybe you take a big step. Maybe you hop, jump, skip, whatever you want. Forward fold when you arrive. Maybe noticing the difference from your right leg to your left leg, as we've only done one side. We'll even it out, but just notice. And then inhale to a halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead. Rise up, extended mountain, maybe look up. Exhale, let it go. Dive down over your legs, head hangs heavy. Halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Forward fold, release. Plant your palms and step your right foot back. Drop your right knee, tuck or untuck your back toes, setting up for our low crescent lunge on the other side. Once you have your stable base, sweep your arms up and overhead. Remember, grounding the hips down toward the mat, less than pushing them forward, and then down to open up those inner thighs, those inner hips. Breathing in our low crescent for a few breaths. Maybe your toes are tucked for stretching your calf, up to you. Breathing wherever you are, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your face. Where can you put your energy? One more inhale. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Hands by your side. Inhale, arms sweep up. Hands to heart center. Lower down. Take two more on your own without my voice. Inhale brings you up. Exhale carries you down. And then once you've taken two more of those, we'll meet in our low crescent with our arms raised. Inhale deeply. And then take your back bend. So after you've done your two arm sweep circles, we'll do our back bend here. Maybe it's a baby back bend. More important than how bendy is how strong you feel in your bend, even if it's a tiny bend. Are you using your energy wisely? Are you using it to clench your jaw here? Or are you using it to send energy out through your arms? Reach up one more inch. Inhale. And then exhale, hands frame the front foot. Just long enough to plant your right palm and send your left arm up to the ceiling. Modified low lunge twist. Rounding down through that bottom palm. One long line of energy all the way out through your fingertips that are reaching up. Maybe look up at your left hand. One more. Inhale. And then exhale, left hand comes down. Back toes tuck, back knee lifts, downward facing dog. Down dog. And then child's pose. Quick child's pose. Take a breath. Notice how your hips feel from the early warm-up. Continuing to breathe. Reconnecting. And just noticing where you're putting your energy. Seeing if you can find a place that serves you more. Couple more breaths here. When you're ready, we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Meet me in down dog if you're ready. If you feel called to stay in child's pose, you're more than welcome to. I actually encourage it. If you're ready to move on, downward facing dog, we'll reset here. And then on your next inhale, roll forward to a high plank. Option to drop the knees. We're holding that plank for a count of 10. Arms are nice and strong. We're at 7. Elbows are not locked. Slight bend in the elbows to make the arms even stronger. We're at 4. Gaze is down, shoulders pulling away from each other. One more big breath in. And then exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Taking your time, trying not to plop. Plopping if you must. And then from here, untuck your toes and walk your hands out in front of you. Elbows below your shoulders, setting up for Sphinx pose. Really close to my couch. But, so Sphinx pose, setting up, elbows below shoulders, arms are parallel, shoulder width apart. First, just find this before we lift up. You'll press into your palms and your forearms to find an opening in your chest. Gaze is out ahead. Maybe your belly muscles are so engaged that your belly button lifts up off the mat. My muscles are not that engaged, so if yours are not, it is okay. But maybe they do. Breathing here, one more breath in. And then exhale, lower down. Just take your elbows out, keep your hands where they are, and rest one cheek on the mat, just for a moment. And then let's take that again. Bring your elbows back in, set up for your Sphinx pose. Tops of the feet press down, legs are active and engaged. And then you press down into your palms and forearms to pull your chest forward. Gaze is out ahead, you're breathing. Your belly muscles are engaged. Maybe your belly button's floating here. One more, inhale. And then exhale, bring your elbows out, opposite cheek comes down to the mat. Pause for a moment, just for a beat. And then come back to center. Let's take one more Sphinx pose. And if you really pull your arms back, like you could pull the front of the mat back towards you, you'll really feel an opening in your front shoulder. Different than when we do up dog. One more breath in. And then this time, lower all the way down. Press into your palms. Quick child's pose. Quick child's pose. Just to reset. Before we move into downward facing dog. Moving on to our next sequence. Remember that child's pose is always available to you. And more than available, you're always welcome to take it. If you're ready to move on though, on your next inhale, look forward. And on your next exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Coming into a forward fold, maybe you still got a bend in your knees, maybe you're working on straightening your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift, flat back, long spine. And then exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, reach up, rise all the way up, extended mountain palms and step back to high plank. This time moving through a more traditional vinyasa. On our next inhale, we'll lower down halfway or all the way. So chaturanga or all the way to your belly. Inhale to up dog or baby cobra. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Taking your time, moving with your breath. And on your next inhale, look forward. And on your exhale, step your right foot forward. Maybe it makes it in one go, maybe it doesn't. Totally fine, whatever it looks like. As long as your right foot gets to the front of your mat. Drop your back heel down. Setting up for warrior one on your right side. Drop your back heel down. And when you're ready, sweep your arms up and overhead. Taking your time. And if you feel like this is really challenging today, it is. We're creating vitality, we're creating energy, and we'll have a nice big relaxing portion at the end, I promise. But for now, where we are, breathe. Sink into your feet. Pull your right hip back so your hips, beautiful adjustment, Nancy. Breathing here. And then we'll take those arm circles again, just like we did. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Hands by your side. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Hands to heart center. Hands by your side. 2 more times, just like that. Arms sweep up. Heart center. By your side. Once more. Inhale, arms sweep up. Hands to heart center. Hands by your side. Inhale again. This time, take your back bend from your warrior one. Maybe it is not a deep back bend at all. But wherever you are in your back bend, give it energy. Bend into your front knee a little more. Breathe. One more. Inhale. And then exhale. Open up to warrior two. So adjust the feet as needed. I'll flip around. Warrior two. Extend your arms out long. Your right knee is probably, your right thigh is probably real warm now, but see if you can keep the bend in it for just long enough to come into your extended side angle. Extended side angle, nice and strong here. Remembering not to dump into this one, even though your right thigh, if it's like mine, is really talking to you now. Breathe here, one more breath in. And then exhale, hands frame the front foot, step back to down dog. Down dog. And then child's pose, quick child's pose. Quick child's pose, reset. Whatever that looked like on the right side, let it go. And then when you're ready, meet me in down dog. To take that sequence on the opposite side. First, just pedal out the legs here. Feel the difference in your right side to your left side. We'll even it out, but just notice first. And then when you're ready, on your inhale, look forward. And on your exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Forward fold when you get there. Halfway lift, flat back, long spine. Exhale, forward fold, release. Rise all the way up to standing, extend in mountain, maybe look up. And then exhale, fold it forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms and step back to high plank. Move through your vinyasa or don't, lowering all the way down to your belly if you choose, and then untucking your toes and pushing up into a baby cobra or an up dog, and then downward facing dog from wherever you are. And breathe. And on your next inhale, look forward. And on your exhale, step your left foot forward or get it there, however you get it there. Once you get it there, your back heel spirals down, setting up for your warrior one on the left. Taking your time, there's no rush. And once you've gotten your stable, firm base on the ground, coming up, lifting those arms. Really nice. Arms are up and overhead. Chest is square towards the front of the room, warrior one. Really nice here. You got it. There we go. Bend into your front knee 1 more inch. Beautiful. And let's just find it here, right? Let's find this pose first before we move on. And then we'll take our arm sweeps. I'm not going to talk through these. We're going to do 4 of those sets of hands to heart center, hands by our side, sweeping the arms up. So without my voice, following your breath, following what you know is right for your body. And the purpose of this is to increase our heart rate while we build strength. And once you've taken 4, you'll reach up and move into your back bend. When you're ready, on your own, keeping the bend in your knee, keeping your back leg nice and strong and engaged. 1 more breath in. Warrior 2 on the exhale, adjust the feet. Keep the bend in your front knee. Reach out through your fingertips. Really nice, Denise. Nice and strong here. Breathe in. Extended side angle. Extended side angle. Nice, strong core. Nice, strong core. Right fingertips reach up. Left hand could move if you wanted it to. Breathing here. Left thigh is talking to you. You're in conversation. 1 more. Inhale. And then exhale, hands frame the front foot. Step back to down dog. And then take child's pose. Child's pose. Quick child's pose. Check in with your body. Check in with your breath. Notice. And come back to your intention if your mind is starting to wander. Come back to here, creating energy for your day, for your week. Breathing here. When you're ready, we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Meet in a downward facing dog. Notice how this down dog feels different from the first down dog with practice. And when you're ready, from your down dog, drop your knees and come into tabletop. So tabletop position, set up a nice base for your tabletop. We're gonna do some core work here from our tabletop. So you have a couple of options. The first option, and well, it's the same option, just faster or slower, depending on what you prefer. So from here, we're gonna inhale, extend a leg out long, exhale and crunch it in towards our nose. Inhale it long, and exhale, place it back down. And then we'll switch sides. Inhale, extends the leg. Exhale, crunches it towards your nose. Inhale, extends it again. Exhale, brings it back down to the mat. The option is your speed. The slower you move, the harder it is. So we're going here for about 30 seconds. So when you're ready, inhale, extend the leg out long. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, place it down. And flow without my voice. The faster you go, the more cardio speed you build, the more you get your heart rate up. The slower you go, the more muscle you build. So it's your choice here. Either way, you're creating energy, creating flow, you're creating movement, connecting it all to your breath. And you're working on your glutes if that's something you're interested in doing. And we'll do this for a bit longer. We've got about 30 more seconds here. Maybe you want to change your pace. Maybe you want to slow it down. Up to you. Whatever feels good in your body. We've got about 15 more seconds here. Taking your time, remembering to breathe. We've got 5 more seconds. Finish up both sides. Do your last side. And then pause. Pause in your tabletop. Just from this, your arms should feel nice and warm and strong, which is really good because we're going to do some half chaturanga push-ups. Now, we're keeping our knees on the ground for these. We're staying where we are, similar to tabletop. All we're gonna do is lower our chest towards the mat, elbows hug in, and then press back up. Now, even if it's just an inch, even if it's like this, it's a lot of work. I bet you can feel it. These tiny little push-ups. We're only gonna do 5 of them, so let's move into it. Lower down, and then press back up. Elbows are hugging in to create the work. Lower down, press back up. Lower down, we got 3 more. Press back up. Lower down. Press back up. 1 more time, lower down. Press back up. Child's pose. Give your arms a break. They should feel nice and warm, nice and engaged. Maybe you take your arms back along your sides to give them a full rest in your child's pose. Breathing here. A couple more breaths. And then coming back into tabletop, we've got 1 final push here. 1 final push here. And it's up to you how difficult it is again. So what we're going to do here is really simple. I never know what to call them besides fire hydrants. We're gonna lift our leg up over to the side, and we're just gonna alternate, switching sides. We're stretching a different part of our hip. So trying to keep the knee in line with the hip where it is, and just lifting it off to the side. Good. Keeping your belly muscles engaged turns this into a core workout, and keeping it strong turns this into an arm workout. So wherever you are here, just stretching the hips a little differently than we normally do. A couple more breaths. Slow movement. Nice, really nice, Sandra. Couple more here. This is a deceptively challenging thing to do, although it looks kind of funny and easy. We got 1 more side. Finish your last side. Pause in your tabletop and hit child's pose. Child's pose, give your arms a break. Breathe here, let that go. Letting go of any judgment or anything that isn't serving you right now, isn't creating more energy, more vitality. And then when you're ready, meet me in tabletop. Meet me in tabletop. We'll take a few cat-cows. So that really was our last push-up class. And now we'll get into some relaxation, some wind down. So on your next inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, coming into cow pose. And let's hold our cow here with our belly dropped, shoulders pulling in towards our spine, palms are grounding down. Our arms are very warm from those workouts, so this may feel challenging, but breathe here. And then round the spine up towards the ceiling, drop the gaze towards the thighs, press into your palms, shoulders are pulling away from each other. And let's hold this cat pose. Still pressing down through all 10 fingertips, still breathing, one more breath. And then cow pose. Flow through a few rounds of cat-cow now on your own. Without my voice, matching your movement to your breath. Maybe adding extra movement if it feels good in your body. Three more full cycles of breath here in your cat-cow. Whatever you're doing, make it count for you. And after you've completed your 3 more cycles, pause in your neutral tabletop. And then just come over onto your back. Drop your tush to the ground. Swing your legs around. Come over onto your back. Soles of the feet plant on the mat, knees point up towards the ceiling. Setting up for bridge pose. Setting up for bridge pose, stretch your fingertips towards your heels. And your heels move in towards your sit bones. They don't have to touch, but they should get close. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, press your hips up towards the ceiling. Coming into bridge pose, lift your low back. Maybe you roll your shoulders underneath you and interlace your hands. Wherever you are, knees are hugging in towards each other. We've got 2 more full cycles of breath here. And then on your final exhale, lower down. Take a windshield wipe of the knees, left to right. And then pause and center for bridge pose. Second bridge pose. When you're ready, lift the hips, lift the low back, coming into bridge. Maybe interlacing the hands. Hugging the knees in towards center, press up, up, up. Breathing here, space between your chin and chest. 1 more full cycle of breath. And then lower down. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Keep the back of your head. Press down onto the mat. And then send your heels up towards the ceiling. Waterfall pose. Just as an access to placing your left ankle over your right, under your right knee. Yeah. In front. On your right thigh. A little trouble with words there. Yeah, very nice, Sandra. All right. And from here, take your hands and wrap them around your right thigh. Grab behind your right thigh. Good. So just a bit of a different figure 4 stretch. Leg extended. Top foot is flexed. And so is your left foot, giving you access to a different part of the stretch here. And maybe you pull that right thigh forward towards you. Really nice. Breathing here. Maybe you take some circles with your right ankle. Keeping the shoulders both pressing down onto the mat. A couple more breaths here. Really nice, Nikki. And then place your right foot down on the mat. Keeping your left foot where it is, drop your foot and knee over towards the right. So keeping that bind, if you can, really nice, good. And then dropping your gaze over to the left arm reaches out. So you're in a modified supine twist here with your left foot planted. Again, just giving us access to a different part of the stretch that we traditionally do. Reaching out with your left fingertips, keeping both shoulders pressed down on the mat. We'll stay here for a few breaths. And then coming back to center. And your left foot up towards the ceiling. Give that left ankle a few circles, a few rolls. And then have the right foot join it, waterfall pose, taking that on the other side. Right ankle comes in front of left thigh, sorry. And then arms grab the back of your left thigh, really good knees. Shoulders are on the mat. Nice. Both feet are flexed. Maybe that left ankle gets a few more circles. If you're like me, if you're fidgety. Breathing here, feeling that stretch in your outer right hip. On here. Relaxing your face, relaxing your jaw. Relaxing the space between your eyes. And then slowly placing the left foot down on the mat. Drop the right foot, left knee over to the left. Right arm reaches out, gaze goes right. Planting that right foot, you're in this modified twist. Getting a different stretch here in your hip flexors from just adjusting our foot position ever so slightly. Breathing here, relaxing into this twist. Letting go of the work, feeling ease after the push. Relax, let go. And then bringing your legs back up, send your right foot up towards the ceiling, give it a few circles, and then have your left foot join it, waterfall pose. Hugging the belly muscles in here, letting your legs just float. And then plant the soles of the feet on the mat. One last bridge pose. On your own and holding it for 5 full cycles of breath. Going when you're ready into your bridge pose and holding it for 5 cycles of breath without my voice. Once you've finished, we'll meet in a butterfly stretch. Taking your bridge pose at your pace. Once you've completed 5 full cycles, bringing the soles of the feet to touch and the knees out wide. Bringing your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly. Butterfly stretch here. Maybe close your eyes. Feel your heart beating. Feel your lungs filling and emptying. That's the energy you created. You always got access to it. Hug your knees in towards your chest. And then grab for the outside edges of your feet or calves and come into happy baby. Happy baby. Maybe you sway from side to side, pulling your knees towards your armpits. And if you're holding your calves, it's totally fine. If you're holding the back of your thighs, whatever gives you access. More important than what it looks like. Pause in your center of your happy baby. See if you can go a little deeper. And then hug both knees in towards your chest. One last time. This time, lift your forehead towards your knees. Squeeze into a tiny, tiny little ball. Give yourself a hug. And then exhale, release. Let it go, Shavasana. Arms stretch long, legs stretch long. Eyes flutter closed. Letting all the work go. Standing at the cusp of the rising sun. Should I run to the sun? Or should I flee wide so I have a chance before the light exposes what I'm not ready to let go of? When I see yellow burgundy, I hear nature's melodies singing a new song. Yesterday's passed away as the clouds follow the stars. Wave goodbye to all the stars from yesterday's rain. Now I say hello, morning. Hello, morning, yeah. Hello, morning. The sun is gone, fighting monsters in the dark, to find that they're just shadows all alone. Nothing's the same when the lights gone. There's a ripple sunrise, open my eyes, say goodbye when I see yellow burgundies. I hear nature's melodies, speaking in dawn. Morning walks like a wave, as the clouds follow the stars. Wave goodbye to all the stars from yesterday's rain. Now I say hello. You don't have to physically do anything in order to be productive. A day spent shifting your perspective or laying your thoughts to rest or ironing out your intentions is more powerful than anything you'll get up to do. Start learning to hold yourself accountable in new ways. When anyone asks what you did this weekend, it's okay to say, I got my mind right. It will pave the way for all the physical things you intend to do to begin with. When you're ready, start to deepen your breathing. Let your inhales fill you up. Your exhales empty you out. Maybe wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your ankles and your wrists. Just arrive back. And when you're ready, roll over to one side. Just long enough to make your way up to a seat. Find a comfortable seat. We're going to end our practice today with a breathing exercise called Kamuka. So sit up nice and tall where you are. Maybe close your eyes if you'd like. Maybe just bring a soft focus to the tip of your nose. And then first, let's empty all the air out. So get nice and empty. And then inhale on a count of 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here. And then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the bottom. And then again, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Just like that. Inhaling for 4 counts. Holding it at the top. And exhaling for 4 counts. Without my voice. A few more rounds of that. Remembering your pauses. Keeping your counts as even as you can. A few more counts. And then on your next exhale, pausing at the bottom, taking a deep breath in through your nose and sending it out through your mouth. So again, we'll do that together. Inhale deeply through the nose. Open mouth. 2 more just like that, and you're all muted, so really go for it. Inhale deeply through the nose. Open mouth. 1 more, just like that. Inhale. Open mouth, send it out. And return to your normal breath. Slow it down. And when you're ready, bring your hands to heart center, touch in, feeling the energy you created today. Feeling the ease you have access to now by building that energy. Bring your hands to your forehead center, touch in. May beings everywhere be happy, safe, and free. May we all know peace. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Drink lots of water. That was sort of a sneaky core workout there, so you may feel a little more sore than you think you'll feel later. So just make sure you drink a lot of water. As always, please email, reach out if you have any questions. If anything I ever say makes you wonder about something, email me. I'm so happy to talk about anything all the time. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. And thank you, Sandra, for coming. And I will see you all on Wednesday. Bye.